So why did we learn how to find the determinant yesterday? Because we want to use them to solve systems once again. So this is the second day in lesson 7. Today we're going to learn Cramer's rule. So Cramer's rule is a lovely, interesting, algorithmic setup. You just literally do it because I tell you to. So example number 1 is a system. And again, you already know plenty of ways to solve this system. You could solve it by graphing, you could solve it by substitution, you could solve it by elimination. You can do what we did a couple days ago and solve it using reduced row echelon form on the graphing calculator. But today, you will use Cramer's rule because today this is the method that you are learning. So here's our equation. 5x plus 4y equals 28. And our second equation in our system is 3x minus 2y equals 8. Cramer's rule starts off with two fractions that look a bit like h's because we have a 2 by 2 determinant in the numerator and in the denominator. So if you could set that up. The bottom of both fractions are the same, and they are just the original coefficients. So I'm going to highlight them for you in the problem. You take those four numbers and you put them in order in both denominators. So 5, 4, 3, negative 2, 5, 4, 3, negative 2. When you are solving for x, you don't write down x's column right away. So x's column is the 5 and the 3, so we're going to leave x's column blank just for a minute, but we're going to fill the other column in with the y numbers. They're not changing because we're not looking for them right now. Let's go to the same thing in the other fraction. This time we're looking for y, so we'll leave y's column alone, and we'll bring up the x coefficients. So in those highlighted columns that have missing things, you just put the answers. So our 28.8 goes in x's column, we're looking for x, and our 28.8 goes in y's column when we're looking for y's. And look at these. These are just little 2 by 2 determinants, and you know how to find those. You just cross multiply and subtract. I didn't leave myself much space up here to multiply it out. There we go. Cross multiply and subtract. So 28 times negative 2 is negative 56 minus 8 times 4, 32, gives us a total of negative 88 over, do it again, negative 10 minus 12 is negative 22. So when you divide those, you get 4. So x must be 4. Do the exact same thing for the y's, but of course with the new numbers. So 8 times 5 is 40. 3 times 28 is 84. Subtracting gives us negative 44. And these two denominators are the same, so we've already found that. So that is negative 22. Negative 44 divided by negative 22 is 2. So our answer is 4, 2. Because we always write our answer as an ordered pair. So you should try this. On page 192. I would like you to try problem 4A. Just like before, pause the video and resume when you are ready. So hopefully you are back and ready to go. It was 7x and 3y equals 37. Negative 5x negative 7y equals negative 41. So to find your answers, the two denominators are again the same, and the denominators are just the coefficients. So 7 and 3, negative 5, negative 7. And this is the part that might throw you a little bit. You write the answers in the column of what you're looking for. So we're looking for x, so the 37 and 41 goes in x's column, and the other column just comes up. When we're looking for y, the 37 and the negative 41 goes in y's column, the second column, and the 7 and negative 5 just come up. I didn't multiply these out correctly, but you should get negative 136 over negative 34 for x, and you should get negative 102 over negative 34 for y, which makes your ordered pair 4, 3. So if you could do that, then you should be able to set up a 3 by 3 determinant for us. So let's look at page 193. Let's look at problem 5B because the answers come out pretty nice. So if you look at 5B, there's x's, y's, and z's. So what do you think should go in the denominator of all three of our fractions? Hopefully you thought, hey, the coefficients should go there. So let's put all of the coefficients in the denominator. 6, 5, 2, negative 1, 3, 7, 5, negative 7, negative 3. Since we're looking for x in this problem, the x column, the first column, this column over here on the left, x's column, gets the answers. Negative 1, 12, negative 52. And the other two columns just come straight up. They don't change anything at all. So pause the video and take a moment, set up the fractions for y and for z. Okay, so the two denominators are the same as before. So whatever this is just going to go down here as well. And we'll fill it in a minute. For y, y's column is still the second column. So this column is the column that gets the answers. So this column is now negative 1, 12, negative 52. The other columns don't change from what they were before. So the left is still 6, negative 1, and 5 going down, and the right is still 2, 7, negative 3. And then for z, Again, Z's column is the rightmost column. So the rightmost column gets the answers. And the other two columns stay the way they were originally. 6, -1, 5, 5, 3, -7. We're not going to take the time to solve these. 3 by 3s involve finding 4 expansion by minors, so that's 12 2 by 2 determinants, and then division. So you're going to set them up, you're going to make them look gorgeous, and then you're going to stop. So please try right now, before you start doing the bookwork, still on page 193, set up problem 5A. Again, pause the video, hit resume when you're ready to go on. So for problem 5A, if we start with the denominator, we'll have 3, 5, 2, -4, 3, -5, 5, 4, -7. And when we do x's numerator, we put the answers on the left because x's column is the leftmost column. And when we do y's numerator, we'll put that answer that answer column in the middle because y's column is in the middle. And when we do z, we'll take that same column of numbers and put it on the far right. Then we just take our other columns and pull them up where they belong. So the x columns needed are the middle and the right. So 5, 3, 4, 2, -5, -7. Y needs the left and the right. Z needs the left and the middle. And then again, denominator from before is still the denominator. If you chose to rewrite it, that's fine.